Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome all my viewers on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Good to have you guys. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do my gluten-free turmeric chicken. So here I've got the chicken. Make sure your chicken is always free range or just hormone free. So free range, wild chicken, and just the bottom line is just to make sure that your chicken hasn't been pumped up with all of the hormones, or the chickens have not been fed artificial hormones and artificial ingredients in their feed or in their water, to get them to grow faster and to get them to basically just be unhealthy for us. Okay, many companies that sell the chicken, many farms, I should say, not so much the companies but the farms, they feed the chicken on unhealthy ingredients, guys, and those in turn, when we eat them, those in turn cause us to get ill. There are some illnesses that come from it. One of them, and the major one for women especially, it's hormone disruptor. So basically, when the chickens are fed with hormones for them to get big quickly, right, that disrupts the normal flow, the normal growth rate of the chicken. That causes them to grow faster, because at the end of the day, some companies are just thinking about money. It's just money. There's no care on whether it's healthy for the customers or not. They just want the chickens to get big fast enough, or very fast, so they can quickly sell and make profit and keep doing over and over again. For some farms and for some stores, it is ignorance. They really don't know, genuinely don't know, and they just do what they've been doing for years, and they don't know. And some do know, but they don't really care. They just want the chickens to get fast, to grow fast, quick, so they can turn over profits quickly, turn over sales, turn over profits, and just keep rinsing and repeating. So it's us as customers, guys. We need to be wise. We need to think about our health. We need to make wise choices. If you can find a local butcher, or a local farmer that that they raise their chicken on healthy foods, that they don't give their chicken any artificial food to eat, no hormones, no chicken pill that's going to let them get fat very quick, just disrupt the normal growth rate of the chicken, then of course those are what you should be buying. I remember in Jamaica we used to have farmers there that used to actually feed their chicken on fruits. Not only that, they used to feed their chicken on even aloe vera water. So they used to put the aloe vera in the water and let all of the goodness from the aloe vera, just dissolve in the water, and then they would feed that to the chicken. That would be what the chicken actually eats. I would actually drink, because it's water, isn't it? But they would be drinking that water. That would be flushing and purging their system. They would also allow the chicken to eat corn. Now, corn is a touchy subject, because there are some corn that are genetically modified, and that's not what the chicken should be eating. But also, in my opinion, right, if you grow your own corn and you dry your own corn out and you crush it and you feed it to your chicken, and you are the person who dealt with your corn plant, you didn't put anything artificial in there, you didn't pump it with fertilizer, that's inorganic fertilizer, then you know where it's coming from. Do you understand? So in my opinion, that would be okay. In some people's opinion, they would say, oh, corn is just GMO, so no. But in my opinion, if you grow your corn, or who's growing them, and you trust your farmer, then it's fine. But it's the GMO corn feed, that is the one that I don't think that the chickens should be having. That's one of the things where the hormones and the bad ingredients get hidden within the feed. And then in the end product is us eating that, and that then absorbs in our body. For women, it causes abnormal bleeding, it causes irregular menses, it causes polycystic ovaries, it causes ovarian cancer, uterus cancer, and all sorts of different sweating, premenopause symptoms, sweating at nights. It's a major hormone disruptor. So that is why it's ever so important for you guys to just know where your meat is coming from. And I'm gonna say don't eat meat, it's just that you need to know where your meat is coming from. Like for fish, I suggest wild caught fish. Now it's pretty much expensive than the cheaper ones, but of course medication to cure you of an illness would be more expensive than just spending extra to buy the wild caught fish. Okay, so like the salmon I always buy wild caught nowadays. Before I used to buy the farmed one, and you know, once I started learning about all of these healthy ways of doing things and eating, and just realizing how bad the farmed foods are for us, then I just stopped. And it's not every day I can say, okay, I'm going to buy free range or wild caught, because it's expensive. But at the times when I'm going to, I would say to spend a little bit extra, to put that little bit extra effort in maintaining your health. Do you understand? So that's my opinion anyway. I'm sure everybody will just do what they want to do, but I'm just giving you my opinion, okay? And I'm not saying that, oh, I've got this whole scientific thing, and no, it's from my own research. It's from my own experience of certain conditions. It's from experience from families and friends who have been experiencing the same thing. And the minute they come off of the meats and the things that I've just explained, that's when things started to turn around for them. So that's why I'm giving you this opinion of mine. Okay, so you can take it, or if you don't believe in it, then fair enough. Let me just show you how to do the turmeric chicken, guys. So this is the chicken, and for the seasoning, I've got some red pepper. It's red long pepper. There's like the long peppers. They're pretty flavorsome. It's not the bell peppers, the long red one. And then I've got some thyme, I've got some onions, and I've got some spring onions as well. And I have the sea salt, which is the healthier option from the Cornish coast. And then I've got some turmeric powder. This is the turmeric powder. Okay, and what I'm going to do now, I've got the pot here, which is heating up on 12, and I'm going to be using some grapeseed oil. Now I'm going to tell you about grapeseed oil as well. Grapeseed oil is great for see what it says? It's great for deep and shallow frying, and it's one of the better oils to use when you're going to be doing some, heating up your oil, guys. The other oils, especially olive oil, I see some people using olive oil to cook with, right? But in my research and experience, I have found, and I read, and I discovered that olive oil is not one of those oils, especially the cold pressed olive oil. It's not one of those oils that you should be heating, otherwise it can become toxic and release toxic substances into your body. And so it is best for olive oil to be had on like salads and so on, but not heated. Okay, and also the best oil for the deep frying and for the heating would be the grapeseed oil, as well as the avocado oil. Okay, that one is also great for the high, look what it says at the bottom, ideal high heat cooking oil. Okay, another one is also sesame seed oil that you can use for deep frying and cooking with and so on. Right, so I've got some oil in, guys. I haven't put too much oil. You can see that it's only a small amount because the chicken has some fat on it, so it's fine. Alright, what I'm going to do now, it's heated up. Yeah, so I'm going to put my turmeric in. And another alternative to the turmeric would be curry, right? A lot of people use curry, and that's fine, but I prefer turmeric. Turmeric is anti-inflammatory, and so I just try to utilize turmeric on as many meals as I can. Okay, so just added the green ingredients, fresh ingredients, and guys, As I was telling you in my previous videos, I don't use any artificial seasoning. They're always fresh. And that is the best way, okay? The seasoning in the boxes and in the powdered seasoning and so on, if you're not the one that made your powdered seasoning, or you did not actually purchase it from a company or from somebody who has all natural ingredients in it, then you don't know what you're having, you know? A lot of these ingredients, they have MSG, they have maltodextrin and other preservatives in there that spike blood, you know, they cause so much harm to our bodies. For example, I was reading an article this morning that was saying that maltodextrin is the main or one of the ingredients in seasonings and other foods. I've just added the salt, guys. So the maltodextrin is one of the ingredients in different foods that causes blood sugar spikes. I remember before I started researching and studying these healthy topics, I remember, guys, there were some snacks that I used to eat a lot. And I remember when I used to eat them, after I finished eating, when I'm eating them, to be honest, I did enjoy them because I love them. I used to really, really love them. I really enjoy them. But I used to notice when I finished eating them, guys, I would feel so dizzy. I would literally feel like I'm about to just fall over. I would start to itch. I'd start to even my mood would change, guys. I'd get so moody. I'd be shouting for the simplest of things, or just getting very agitated, just irritated over the simplest of things. And nobody, at that time, no one could tell me that it was the foods I was eating. Nobody could, because at that time, I was ignorant of the topic. I didn't actually understand what was going on. I wasn't even thinking there's a correlation to, my mood and the foods that I'm eating. And as I, started to say, started to think to myself, well, this doesn't make any sense. I mean, how can I be okay 1 minute? And as soon as I'm eating something, I'm like a different person. I'm like, something is wrong. And I just started researching, all the codes on the bottles that, sometimes they're hidden. The names of the ingredients that cause disruption in our body, they're hidden as codes. And so if you don't go on the internet and research what that code actually stands for, and then research, the cons of or the negative effects of eating that particular product or ingredient, then you will not know. So at the end of the day, we need to start just being more proactive and research. I mean, everything has good and bad. Everything has pros and cons. Not like everything is, it's just the negative of things all the time. No, everything has good and bad. But at the end of the day, we need to have a look at both sides then, and then see which one outweighs which. And of course, if the bad outweighs the good, then why would you continue to eat it? You can't then say, it's because it's what I've been eating all my life. Well, yeah, it might be what you've been eating all your life, but evaluate how you're feeling. Are you feeling okay? Is your health deteriorating? Are you feeling healthy? What kind of illnesses have your parents and grandparents and, the elderly folk? What kind of illnesses have they been suffering? What did they perhaps pass away from in their older age, or, what illnesses? Could it be that it's the traditional food that we're constantly continuing to eat? That maybe if we changed it up a bit and started doing it a different way, maybe we could, help ourselves out a bit more. It's just a theory I have, guys. And it's something that I've proven. Because when I adjusted my diet, that's when I started to feel better. And whenever I slip up and I have something I'm not supposed to have, maybe because I went to somebody's house who's cooking and I just don't want to give them problems to have to do something extra different for me, and I will just have it because I don't want them to feel, I just don't want to put any pressure on anyone. There are many times when I was invited to go to places, and honestly, I just have to just not go. I just don't go because I don't want to eat the food and get sick. At the same time, maybe I just can't have the food they've cooked. You know what I mean? The food is yummy most of the times. It's yummy, but at the same time, it's not how I cook at home, and so I have to just don't go. Or if I go, I don't eat, or I bring my own plate, or I put them through the extra work of actually making it the way, which I don't want to do that to anybody. So most times I just don't go. And to be honest, when I wasn't paying attention to my diet and I was just eating anything, there are times when I'll be very sick, very, very sick at home, and I don't even tell anybody that, oh, I'm not coming to see you today because I don't feel well, because I just got tired of saying that, and I got tired of saying it outward. But when I started focusing more on eating better, which is what I'm trying to, just share it with you on my channel. I know some people will just say, oh, garbage or whatever. But if you are interested, then I'm here to show you how I do it, and I hope it's useful to you. And if you have any questions, let me know. So chicken is in the turmeric and the seasoning being cooked up now. I am going to cover the pot, let it go simmer. I won't put any water on it. I'm just going to cover it up and let it cook within its own juices. If it dries out and the meat is still not cooked, yes, I'll add a little bit of water, but for starters, I don't, okay? So I'm just going to cover this pot up now and leave it. I'm going to turn the stove down a tiny bit. I will leave it for about 15 minutes and I'll stir it and leave it again for 15 minutes, stir it again. So within 45 minutes it should be done, guys. So guys, it's been around 20 minutes. I got distracted because I was putting these potatoes in the pot to boil. That's what I'm going to be having with the turmeric chicken. So I was just putting this on, and so I got distracted. So I'm going to just get back to the chicken. Let me just give that a stir and then cover it a little bit. Alright, and then here is the chicken. So this is what the chicken is looking like so far. Look at that, guys. And remember, I told you that I was not going to add any water to it. I don't normally add water to it, guys. I let it cook in its own juices. There, see? But no water was added to it, and look how much water has sprung from it. And it's cooking nicely. What I'm going to do now is I am going to stir it just to let the flavors, just infuse more, spread more into the chicken. So I'm just stirring it. Trying not to get my camera steamy as well. Some stirring. And guys, I wanted to give you another tip, okay? I hope it's useful. If you find that when you eat meat, right, if you find that you get sick or you start to feel sick when you eat it, then try having it without starch. So try having it with vegetable. It's an experiment that we've used for myself and also other members of my family. And actually, I learned it first. I learned about it first from a herbalist that I follow called Patrick Doves. He always talks about like food combination and which food should not be combined together. And he always says don't mix proteins with starch, because then it gives your body a hard time. It gives your pancreas and your stomach a hard time to digest the food, to break it down. And so a lot of undigested food goes on into your colon, then starts to stay there and just ferments, causes leaky gut, diverticulitis and bloating and all of that. And as well, myself and my family tested it out, and we could see where if I have the meat with just the vegetable, then it feels so much better. There's no problem, no digestion issues or anything. I tried it, my husband tried it, and it just makes sense, right? So if you're having an issue with that, then you can try it. Try and see if it works out. Just have it with vegetables, or have it with like something that's not starchy, not high starch, okay? Or have it by itself and then have the starch like maybe 2 hours later, and just see how you feel. I mean, if you're not having any issues and you're okay, then of course then you're okay, aren't you? So you don't need to. But just in case that is something that's bothering you, then have a go and just see if that will help. And let me know, guys. I like feedback. I like to know, you know, if my tips are helping. I'm sure it will help at least one person, and if it does, then I'll be really grateful and really happy, because at the end of the day, it's about teaching what I know, what I've discovered, so that somebody else can start feeling better. And you know, I'll be really happy for that. Another tip I'd like to give you, and I learned this from Dr. Berg. I like to give acknowledgements to the people where I learned these different things from, apart from me reading and just being really inquisitive, reading and studying, trying to help my own self, and then discovering new things. Sometimes when you're unable to digest food, it might be because you have a low acidity level. There's a low stomach acid, so low levels of stomach acid, which is what is used to digest your food when it's in the stomach. And so if that happens, then lots of digested food going down into your intestine and causing problems. So something that you could do if you are not allergic to it or don't have any problems with it is you could get 2 or 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and you can pour it into a glass of water and drink it right before you eat, and that will help to provide your stomach with the necessary extra acid that it needs, and it will help it in the digestion process. It's something you can have in the morning as well on an empty stomach. It helps with weight loss as well. Many people are having apple cider vinegar in warm water with lemon juice, and it flushes the system initially before you start eating. It repopulates and just replenish the stomach acid, so it helps your food to digest. Another thing you could also get is something called betaine. It is a digestive element that helps to digest your food. It's sold in most health food stores. And another thing that you can get is papaya. Papaya also has lots of digestive enzymes in it, which helps with digestion of food. So that could be used as well. There's so much things, guys. I'm going to share them little by little as I do the videos, and I really hope it's useful to somebody. And yeah, so there's the turmeric chicken. It's going. It looks so great, guys. Can you see it? And I didn't add any water to it. You see what I mean? It's cooking in its juices. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ramp this meal up a little bit more, guys, and you can do it too. I'm gonna add some carrots. So turmeric chicken with the carrots inside of it. Very nice. You don't boil the carrots out too much if you don't want to. Just let them just blanch, and it's gonna be just really, really nice. You don't have to add it, but if you want to, you can. Also, green beans would be lovely in this as well. All right, so I'm going to add my carrots, and I'm going to add some green beans, yes. So here we go, guys. I'm adding the carrots. Go. Potatoes go in there, guys. So if you have no problem with eating, you know, digesting your food, then you should be good to go. There's no gluten in it, so at least you're doing that, which is good for your, you know, your health. But of course, if you have issues with digesting, you know, foods, like I said, then try it with like the protein and vegetable. Okay, not mixing it with like potato and rice and so on. Yeah, if you've got issues. If you don't have any issues, then doing it gluten free, doing it clean like this with no artificial ingredients should be a very, very good boost, you know, to your health, doing something different. But if you have digestive issues, like I said, then just try it that way without any starch, okay? Jamaicans, you know why I do that, right? You know why I take off a little piece and just left it right there. So every Jamaican know. For those who don't know, this is my taster. Yes, guys, you have to taste your food. Don't taste it before it cook though, because you will get poisoning, raw food poisoning. Boy, guys, woo, that's yummy. Hey, guys, I can't wait for you to try it. Can't wait for you to try it. When you try it, let me know, guys. Let me know what you think. Woo! I'm so happy. It tastes great, guys. You can tell that this lady loves our food, right? Yeah, man, I do. I really, really do. Alright, guys. When it's done and I'll plate it up, I will let you see what I've got going on. Okay. So it's finished now, guys. I'm just showing you what it looks like. You can see the beautiful yellow color, yellow orangish color from the turmeric. This is the gravy. And remember what I said at the beginning, I used no water. Didn't add any water to this. I just let it cook in its own juices, guys. And it smells and it tastes yummy. So yeah, that's it, guys. Turmeric, carrot, I added carrots to it, chicken. You have it. Just taking the time out. In Jamaica, we not give people food with 3 nights. I'm just saying, guys, for those who don't understand patois, that in Jamaica it is not a good serving practice to serve your food with a big old time. We call it 3 as a joke. Just cup up another plate, so look like this. No, we don't serve our food like that. We normally take this out. In my household we do anyway. Some people don't have a problem with it. And there's a piece hiding here. You see it, guys? Come here. Where you go? Where you go? Where you go? There you go, guys. And that's it. Turmeric chicken. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And if you did, let me know. If you tried, let me know. Any questions, also let me know. Thanks for cooking with me. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Take care. Walk good.